Hello, you're watching The Remedy, you're with Jenny and Claire, and you're native. I always tell you when you're here, you're on the right channel. So, we are ladies, so we can't talk for everyone, but we shall talk for the ladies. We have had to run to our friends for advice. Most of the time, maybe when we have issues with our partners, you run to your girlfriend for advice, even before running to your boyfriend, to tell them why you're feeling a certain type of way. And whatever advice we get from them, that's why we're on the show today. We're talking about girlfriend advice today. So if you have a point or two you can drop, please don't hesitate to share in the comment section. Claire, you okay?
Yeah.
Can we do this? Let's talk about girlfriend advice. Yeah. Have you had an experience like this?
Well, I would run to a girl for advice.
Girl, actually, friends.
Friends.
Yeah, there is a certain series I was watching, and you know, girls actually, I think most of the girls, we have cliques.
Yeah.
We have cliques that we always run to. There is always one person who will tell you the truth, but because we love, I think it's because we love each other. Like we're always on each other's side.
Yeah. So what happens is usually when you run to a girlfriend, most of the girls just tell you what you want to hear as opposed to the truth.
Yeah.
I think that is where we usually go wrong in the start. So, like we always say, your true friend will actually give you the truth. However bitter it might be.
Oh, it's supposed to.
Always supposed to. Yeah. You know the truth always hurts.
And also sometimes, okay, now let us first find out, when are you supposed to run for that advice?
Yeah.
What exactly are you asking for advice for? Or sometimes, do you know that sometimes you're just talking about a situation, you don't want advice, but you want to let it out?
Yes, yeah.
So most of the scenarios are like this. You're in a relationship, you're having issues, and mostly it depends on which relationship you're in that you're asking for this advice. For instance, if you're just dating, you're just starting to date, or if you've been together for years, or if you're married, you need different people to talk to.
Yeah. That is
So
true.
let us assume you're dating someone,
Yeah.
that they didn't make you happy in a certain way. So you run to your friend. Which kind of advice are you expecting from them?
So this is the thing. The scenario you've given. I'm in a relationship with this person. We've had a bad day. We've disagreed about something, or he has made something that has made me unhappy, or I've made him unhappy, and then I run for advice to a friend. First of all, I am the one in this relationship, not you.
I know.
Of course, people always have misunderstandings. I mean, brothers and sisters fight, husband and wife fight. You know, there is always
Even
misunderstandings.
parents and kids.
Even parents and kids these days fight. You know, so there is always misunderstandings. So what happens is, when I get a misunderstanding with my partner, and then I come to you for advice, the only problem that we have is when I come to you, I only give you that scenario that has happened. Can you imagine? He has done this, he has done that, he has pissed me off. But I don't tell you the other side, the other nice things that he does, or his other side of things.
When you're okay, you never come to me.
Exactly, we never share like, oh my god, this is blissful and etc. So now, because I only give you that scenario of that bad day that has happened, of course you're also going to give me the same advice, you know. Oh my god, he's terrible, how can he do that, it's unacceptable. And you guys, this generation, the way we just move on over simple things. small quarrel, people pack bags.
But you know what is very funny is that to whoever they have come to ask advice from, first of all, I am always careful because these things happen and we are always going to face these things. And I have seen most of the times whenever you ask for such advice from a girl, the best thing they can tell you is more negatives about the boy.
I know.
I am a girl, I'm not talking bad about girls, but fellow ladies.
That's
Please,
what we do.
let us at least look at the girl's side as well, I think I would appreciate that. Mostly, but the problem is that when a girl comes, they want you to take their side,
Yeah, that's the thing.
and which is
You're
not
supposed
okay.
to tell me what I want to hear.
And that is not okay because you know why? After that, you guys are going to go back together, and I'll be the enemy.
I know.
And we
like,
all
can you
know that we
imagine?
ladies, me inclusive, when we are back with our boyfriends, we're so going to talk about you.
Oh yeah.
I
Can
don't
you
want to
imagine?
be
I went
the
to
bad
her
one.
and this is what she said and etc.
Mm.
I actually have a friend. She's very true to me. Every time I go to her, for issues, even if it's not exactly relationship related at all, if it's relationship related, if I describe to her the whole situation of how this person has pissed me off, it could be a partner, it could be a parent, it could be a sibling. She always first asks me, "What did you do?"
Yeah,
after
that
giving
is
her
important.
narration, she always asks, "What did you do?" Yeah, and it usually gives me a reality check. I'm like, yeah, maybe I could have caused it in one way or
I
another,
know.
Yeah.
But even
So,
yeah,
so
even
what
if
happens is, we run to our girlfriends. The reason we run there is we want to hear what we want to hear. You're in this bad situation, someone has made you angry, and you're like, let me go to Jenny. She will tell me exactly what I want to hear. Yeah.
we're ruining our relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let's break it down. When do we ladies go for that advice? When, to who, why?
Yeah.
Is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, if I am having issues with my boyfriend or with even a friend, when I girls we know how to hate for each other.
Karanirako. We're so
I'm
good
telling
at
you,
that.
we've been shooting the show with clear. This girl, I'm talking to another girl.
Yeah.
They will be on my side no matter what. No,
Of
she's not
course.
going to ask. Hey, but I've been seeing that chick. She's good. No.
We hate her now.
We hate her.
Yeah.
And the next time I come with, guess what? You're ruining your relationship in a way that next time when you come with a good story about it, it will be hard for her to cope with you.
Yeah,
because we already hate her.
Yeah, we hate her. She's bad.
We hate her.
So yeah, why is she nice all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So
So instead of running to this person to ask for advice about what she or he has done, why can't I come to her direct or him? Why don't you talk to your boyfriend direct and be like, I don't like what you've done.
Yeah.
Then when he blushes you off, you can go and talk to the right person. So mostly I feel like when I'm dealing with issues with boys, if I want advice, the first person I'll talk to is a boy.
Nice.
Because he knows the fellow guy more than me.
True.
More than this lady. This other lady is going to, of course, she wants me to feel better. She's a friend. I mean, she's maybe looking out for me. But tomorrow I have to do this guy again.
Yeah.
Mostly, like if we're married, if I'm in a relationship that has to stay longer, and I'm hoping for it to stay longer. For instance, if you have children, you're talking to someone who's not even married. They have no experience. Or like they see things lightly.
Yeah. They'll tell you, why are you in there? Like, why don't you just get out,
Yeah, why don't you just get, you don't have to stay in. But that guy is a bit, they call them names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens is, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes people don't have the other bigger picture. So if you come and describe this one scenario, what happened, automatically your friend will tell you, why don't you just leave? You can't just leave over this one thing. It's a different thing though. If it is something repetitive, I mean, let's say if the person is abusive, we are not waiting for you to die in there, so that we know, you hang in there in that relationship, you stuck in the marriage, you beat you to death. Yeah, of course, it's different. But if it's these other light things that can be, managed and all.
But these girls that are advising us otherwise, they're doing otherwise in their relationships.
I know, Tell me about it.
I swear.
Someone tells you, no, you need to leave that arrangement. You need to leave that relationship. And for them, they are continuing. Like, their life is moving on.
They are moving on, and he's doing even worse things. Only that they are not telling you.
Yep, that is true.
For you, you're just an open book. You're telling. And you see, mostly, we're telling our friends the bad situations, because that is what the situation is calling us to do.
True.
When you're very happy, you can't call and start. You can't start bragging. By the
Oh, no,
don't,
no, you can't.
You can't start bragging about your boyfriend.
He's doing this, he did this.
Yeah, you can't.
So you come off like you're bragging.
Yeah.
So why do we always wait for the bad times?
But when it's
up?
bad, because you want an ear. Only that we're looking for the bad people to tell to. Like you tell them the bad things only, and by the time when you get back, your friends are even not happy. So this is what happened with me sometimes.
Yeah.
I love this friend of mine so much, and we walked through that. But one time I was in like a relationship. You know those things of my first relationship.
My relationship.
I was in like a relationship those days. So the guy kind of broke my heart. Okay, I was hurt. He didn't even do anything. Like my first relationship, guy didn't call me for like the whole day, so I was heartbroken. Like seriously, I sit and I'm like,
that's sweet.
Why?
I didn't call you for a whole day and you.
I was like, no. This one, I came to my friends cry for the same reason. These guys have been in relationships. No one even told me, hey, but Jenny. No, they were like, really? But he knows you don't like it. What? So the next day, the guy comes with his issues, wants to explain to me. I'm guarded. No, I'm guarded. Like, I have all my friends next to me. They're like, no, you're not going there. Let him come and talk from here.
Wow.
This guy is like, please come. So my conscience me was like, wait, you can actually go and talk to that guy. He's been nice. So I move out.
Small non-calling for a day.
I move out and talk to the guy. And guess what? Everything was okay. This babe checked me for a week.
Because we already hated the guy.
And we told him bad things. Like, no, you're not entering things like that. So I think she was embarrassed. This babe checked me until the boyfriend told her, if you were the one in that situation, what would that man was a kid.
That's what I was about to say. You were such a baby.
I was a baby.
One day without phone calls and...
No, I was a bit cloud.
You were really young. You see, that's what we were talking about, previously. Like age. See? Because you see, right? Yeah, now you get to respect
right now, you wouldn't even give me such stupid advice of not talking to someone. Like, definitely, every girl wants closure.
You know how busy we are?
Not calling.
You know how busy we are? A day can go by and I've not even realized that you haven't called me. Or you might even call and I'm like, let me call you back.
I will call if I really want to talk to you. Like, I want to wait for you.
Yeah. So being young is beautiful.
It is ugly. So I think the best thing these guys would have done for me is tell me, if you really want to talk to them, why don't you call him?
Why don't you call him?
Yeah,
but we were young then.
Or maybe, Okay, that is what I'm talking about. Mostly, I don't know why, because I've realized that most girl cliques or girlfriends don't give the right advice when it comes to relationships.
Yeah, they just want to say what you want to hear.
And that's not okay.
And then of course also, I mean, the information you give them. I mean, if I come to you and I'm like, he has beaten me, that's it. He's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy. Why did you?
But then also, like you said earlier, I can't be like, no, you see, but he's nice. He did this the other day. He does this. Now you'll start bragging. Now you're bragging.
You're bragging. And also when you're bragging like that, you're literally calling God. I don't know why. I hear you're not supposed to say all the nice things that are happening in your relationship.
We will come for your man.
I hear. So I don't know.
Yeah. But I think I've also had that.
I feel...
I've had a guy say it, but men overshare though. I think I've also heard from a guy that if I've been with a lady and she's good in whatever aspect, apparently you don't share because your boyfriends might also want to...
Yeah, they
to have an experience.
They actually try to.
Yeah. But I think for us ladies, we do it more. If you come here all praising and showering your guy with all sorts of beautiful words, I'll be like, oh, okay.
So it's like that. Yeah, but...
A shot with him. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, but the truth is that...
The advice that you get. Yeah. So I think, you package your message very well. Of course, sometimes, like you've said, sometimes you just need an ear. sometimes you're actually not seeking advice, but you just want someone to talk to about a certain situation. But then, of course, we always feel like we have to say something back, which comes in the form of advice. And then, you know, things just spin out of control. So, yeah, the people you talk to definitely matter. What you're telling them, how much information you're giving them also matters.
Yeah.
I think it
but
does.
These guys can't always be bad in this situation.
No, I don't think so.
They really can't always be bad. And that is why, and you realize that whenever you give advice the other way around, this girl even gets mad at you.
True.
Most of the time.
Yeah, because we want to hear what we want to hear. So if you tell me something different, I'll be like, she hasn't understood me. Because there's something I wanted to hear and you've not said it. If I've come and this guy is bad, let's bitch together.
Yeah, you've not
Let's be bad.
But me, I hate it when I come for such advice. Be careful with saying bad things about this person. Because, I mean, we have something.
Yeah.
Even if it's my ex, or even if it's like we've had something. So be careful. You
need
just
to respect
can't be
that
mean
part.
to them. Yeah. You can't be mean to them. And I'll tell you, like, be careful with whatever you say.
True.
And I'm very careful with whatever advice. Mostly I start the statement with, I know you guys are going to get back together.
But in this situation,
and I don't want
ABCD.
to be the bad one.
Yeah.
Because at the end of that, I swear, when you get back together, they will talk about.
I know.
So you went and talked to your friend, girls, now we can be seen. You will say everything.
I know.
That happened when you were apart.
That is
yeah,
true.
So I don't want. I'm actually careful with what.
With
Sometimes
who
I
you
just,
go to. Yeah.
No, with the advice.
With the
I give
advice
when
that you
someone
give,
comes to me.
yeah.
Actually, sometimes I just keep quiet and
You actually
and ask,
are. Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I ask
You
you, what do
actually
you
are. You
want?
always do that. Yeah. You're like,
Really?
what do you want? Like, do you
Yeah.
still want to do this?
To do this, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't jump in because I don't know what has been happening.
I know. You
Like,
always
you can't
do that.
tell me everything. Really?
Yeah, you do.
Ah, so
I think
I'm
I've
not
talked to you
telling
before.
lies.
Yeah, I think I've talked to you before, and I noticed how open-minded you are. Like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's entirely up to you because you're in that arrangement,
that-
you're in that relationship, so
And guess
it's
what?
you.
But even if I tell you earth and heaven, you do what you want to do.
I know. At the end of
You
the day,
will
I'll
do
go
what you
back. I'll be
want to
like,
do.
okay, yeah, she has said this, and that, but we are going
And
to
I
do
also
this
don't want
anyway.
to make it hard for you after getting back for you to come back to
I
me.
know.
Because when we've already hated the guy, you coming to me will be very hard.
It will be very difficult.
Yeah, because you've already made it seem like he's the bad one.
True.
Yeah,
True, I get that. Though on the flip side, I don't know, the gentlemen should come in the comment section. Like on the
they
flip
really
side,
need to. Henry, you need to tell us.
yeah, like
something.
on the flip side,
Do you guys also,
do you guys also run to like your fellow guys when your woman is acting up, and what kind of advice do boys give? I don't know.
do you run to boys for advice as well?
Not so much.
Not so much.
Oh really?
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
But
So
no, actually, we had the
You guys-
because
so
you have to
you've
remain in there and be a man.
And that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
okay.
That's what-
That's
yeah.
not okay. That is why men are. I don't want to
know.
judge, but depression is going to kill some of you.
Yeah, yeah.
not okay.
I think for the
Depends on.
Most men don't open up to.
yeah, that is so true. I think for the longest time,
We open up to
society.
people who will give us solutions. We don't want pity.
Pity.
sympathy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, guys don't
If I
like
tell you,
sympathy.
then I want a solution.
Yeah, and that is why. Guess what?
Yeah.
Talking to guys when you're a lady is hard because when you talk to them, mostly you don't want.
They're
You don't
not
want them.
They're not
You don't want
giving.
a
You just
solution.
want sympathy
You just-
and pity.
And also you want to be hard, but guess what? This guy is going to gather all the culture protective energy, and they will
That is
start
so
giving you
true.
advice, and you're like, man, I just came here to be given an ear. I don't
know.
want to
like
be.
yeah, like
I don't want to be advised.
Eh,
I
like
want
a-
you to listen and be like, okay, how are you handling this? Like that is all I want you to tell me. Don't start telling me. So you should know.
yeah, and
You
that's what guys
we
do.
don't
Yeah,
want that.
that's
Like,
what guys do. And for,
that is why
for
guys
yeah, for
don't
now,
run
now
for
for you
guys.
when you
Now
go
I'm
there,
getting
I think so. But it's so sad though, because I feel like sometimes men would like to open up and also be given an ear and just be vulnerable for a moment. But
I
then
know, but it is
because you're the
rare.
man,
It is rare, and
yeah.
they're just like that. Men
I
are just
know,
like
they're
that.
just
They're
like
built
that.
like that. They have to be men and strong.
True,
but for
yeah.
us, we are weak people. But sometimes, I'm gonna say it again, we don't want advice sometimes. we really want an ear.
Yeah, we
just
just
sometimes you want to talk, and that is why I prefer writing stuff, and then I'll
Oh.
tear up the paper.
That's nice. You put it in writing.
I write my everything,
Yeah.
and after tear the paper
Oh.
because I don't want to keep that as well.
Yeah.
And after that, I'll talk to anyone. But I've already
interesting.
I've already dealt with it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, very nice. But I'm impressed with how the guys actually handle their business.
So, I know.
Though, yeah. Though I
clear.
don't, but
It's
but
not-
then
it's not
sometimes,
good.
yeah, it's not good. I feel like we have a couple of, depressed men. But you see now, for a man, you can't come out and say you're depressed. Your girlfriend is depressing you. How? Your boys will be like, man,
Be a
up,
man.
be a man.
No,
now."
no. And that is why
those
that
things
is
are for
why
the
when-
weak.
That is why when you hear a story from a man, it is already like out of hand. The guy is telling you about crazy drama.
I
This woman has,
know.
the simple things they will not talk about.
That
They'll
is
just
true.
keep quiet, and you don't want your man to get to that level where they're no longer talking to you about
Yeah.
some things.
But then it's also good they should be like that, because now if we are both, if you're a man
Oh God,
and I'm
me, I
a
would
woman
die for
and we
a
are both
vulnerable man.
he'll
No,
be
I
a
would
crybaby.
Yeah,
He'll be a
Oh, yeah.
crybaby for you.
Oh, yeah.
And then
No,
now
no,
it will
no.
also become a whole other problem. You'll come to us crying,
Oh, yeah.
and we'll be like, you're with a crybaby.
Hey, man,
Guys,
cry babies.
Girlfriend advice, yeah.
Yeah, girlfriend.
Let's just get
advice.
into a quick break and then we'll be right back.
You're watching AIT TV, empowering you.
Hi guys, you're still watching The Remedy with Jenny and Claire on this fine Saturday, and we are talking about girlfriend
Girlfriend
advice. Yeah, who you run to for advice, what you are seeking advice about, who are you running to,
The
and
advice you're
etc.
receiving.
Yeah. So now that we're actually talking about it, of I come to you, I seek advice, you tell me what I want to hear, or you're being harshly true about it. But you see, also sometimes when we get advice, I feel like it's important to also sieve the kind of advice that you're
Very
getting,
important.
right?
Very.
Yeah, and then of course that also comes into play when you've gone to more than one person. I have a problem. I tell, I don't know, Carol. I tell a Mildred somewhere, and
Do you
so
know why you're doing
I
that?
have like 3 opinions. Yeah, and then you're just confused. But then
You're
remember,
doing
you
that
also
because
have.
you're desperate.
Exactly, you're desperate. But then you also have your personal opinion of maybe I could handle this, maybe I could handle that. So can we just master the art of sieving the advice that actually suits you, and then we drop the rest? Because what happens is, as girls, we feel like I need to do what Jenny has said. I need to do what this one has said. So you just end up being confused. You go back and you confuse your relationship. And the whole thing is just a mess. So I think it's important to sieve the advice and see what works for you, and also what doesn't work for you. We can let
So
it
first
go.
of all, before you even go for that advice that you're receiving,
Yeah.
first give yourself some advice. And be sure you're not okay with the advice you're giving yourself before you run to another.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself, and if you're confused about what you're supposed to do, you can run. But why are you going to talk okay, before we even go to that, when someone advises you, are they really good for you? Yeah. Or are they talking? Sometimes, has someone ever talked to you, and when you're talking to them, you find out that you're literally talking to yourself?
Yes.
Like, if someone is relating, like me, if I have failed in a relationship, if I've recently failed in a relationship, I will gladly tell you I'm not the right person to talk to you right now.
Nice.
Because you know why? I am going to use my experience on your life, and that is
so
not
true.
good.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
fair.
and it is like your past will follow you. That is what they mean. Your past will follow you. When I'm using my experience to give you advice, it is my life, not yours, and you're not going to lead it like that. It is
Yeah.
so not good for
It's
you.
not fair. That
It
is
is not
true.
fair. So, but then, why are you asking me for advice that you can talk to the person that has wronged
Exactly.
you? If you have a boyfriend or a friend and they have wronged you, I feel like the first thing you should do before you talk to other people, talk to them. If they have not made you happy, talk to them and tell them, I don't think what you did was right, or why did you do something like this? But it also depends on the person you're with. Do they listen?
Oh yeah.
So
There's also
yeah,
that part.
Yeah. So if he's not listening, that's when you run to advice.
Yeah.
First, talk to yourself. If you cannot solve this, talk to someone else. It's also not good to create a wall Because if you don't ask for advice to mind to solve something, you're going to create a wall that both of you cannot break.
Yeah,
At a
that is so
certain point.
true.
Yeah.
You know, it goes back to the whole point of communication in a relationship. It's not easy though. There are people who communicate better than others. I think you're an excellent communicator. Yeah.
Really?
You really
I
communicate,
try.
like you put your things out there. Oh, this
try.
is it.
I try.
Yeah. Well, of course, some of us struggle here and there.
But you realize when you communicate, you're easing your life.
I know, it makes it
You're
easy, but do you
really
know how
easing
hard
your
it
life.
is to communicate about certain things? It's
But I know, but let me tell
so
you,
hard.
when you don't communicate about something, you hold it in because
I
it is, you
know.
know it's there.
I
you hold
know.
it in, and whatever the other person does, you're like,
It's entirely up to them, but I communicated.
if you don't communicate, it is going to, like I said, it will create a wall that you don't like, that you wouldn't like it to be there.
That wouldn't even be there in the
Because
first place.
you know, someone does something and they think it's not an issue. You think it's an
I
issue.
know.
They don't
address
know.
it.
So for guys, most of the guys, if they think they have not wronged you, if they ask you one time, "Are you okay?" You're like, "Yeah, I'm okay," because that's what we do.
That's it. They will take that.
Yeah, they will take that.
They'll be like, oh, she says
And
she's okay.
when you act moody, you're moody. Period. And and you don't want your boyfriend to reach a point where they no longer talk about something
Yeah,
because they think that's how you
that's
are.
how you are.
But meanwhile, for you, you have a problem that you're keeping to yourself. Like, it would be easier if you just said, "What you did yesterday was not right. You ate my apple." Simple things like that, by the way, annoy girls.
Oh, it's yeah, man. Communication is not as obvious as it looks.
Yeah, it's not.
Personally, I think I struggle on a few things here and there when it comes
But
to
do you think
communicating.
it would be easy if
I
you
know
did?
it would be easier if I communicated more to some people about certain things. Yeah, but then I'm just like, I
just
think
feel
I think I overput myself in other people's shoes sometimes. Yeah, like what,
But me,
what
I
is
feel
Jenny
like,
going to
although it's
think?
a selfish thing, I feel like it's wasting my time.
That's
Like if
like
I
a
get
selfishness I need to work on.
if I'm mad at you for something that you've done, me keeping it, dealing with it every time I see you is like, man, I would rather tell you.
Yeah, so that you get it
Yeah.
off your chest
Like,
and
yeah, you did this.
we are done,
I'll
done.
not tell it to you in a rude way. I'll tell it to you even laughing sometimes, but I've let it out, and
Yeah.
you now know.
but at least you've let it off your
I've let
chest
it
as
off.
opposed to
Yeah.
keeping it in and then
Yeah.
you're boiling and you're burning in there, but then
So by the time I talk to a friend, like reaching a point of talking to a friend about something that has happened to me, most of the times I'm letting it out. I don't even expect, like whatever you're going to say, yeah, I will hear, but am I going to put in a bit in action? And you know why? Because I just came to understand that most of us girls, we don't give the right advice. That is the truth.
most of us.
Don't expect the other party to read your mind.
Yeah, true. Henry just said
Oh,
something that it
yeah.
is very important. Oh, girls, we do
I love my mind to
that.
be read. Guilty as
God.
charged. Guilty as charged, yeah.
Yeah,
Like I want to
I-
sit down and you look at me and you're like, yeah, you know this is what you're feeling.
Wow.
Yeah, I love to be read.
You want to be
I
read.
love,
Yeah,
read
and-
my mind.
And you see the problem
I'll
is
tell you,
that,
if you also don't read it, it's a problem. Like this guy didn't understand me.
let me tell you, do you know why you don't want a guy to read your mind?
Why?
He doesn't think like you. Guys,
Yes.
men and women think differently.
We think differently. I know.
Yeah, so I can read your mind. I've noticed that you're not fine sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
A
yeah.
guy is not going to do that. They will just assume.
I know.
They will just assume.
And you know how we-
you're probably moody. No, I can. A
Oh,
woman
Henry,
can
you've
tell
killed
you
me
that.
with that one.
It's true. So for us girls, assuming that we want our men
Men to read our minds.
minds, it's wrong.
We do that all the not we.
wrong.
I even speak for myself.
You're not the only one, but I
I
actually
do that a
don't.
lot.
I actually
Yeah.
don't. I just
Like
tell you.
it's in my head.
But-
I need you to read my head and act. Yeah.
Do you know what I
Put
do?
in the action. Like this is
When
what I'm
I'm-
thinking. Do
Yeah.
it.
So how is he supposed to do that? How do you
You're
expect
supposed
him
to read
do that?
my mind.
I see why Henry talks. Henry, do you have an experience like that? No. I think guys guys are dealing with
Our
a lot.
gender is so interesting.
No,
yeah.
it is, and that is how we're created.
Oh,
so,
that is something I
but
really need to work
but
on.
you see, when you realize that you have an issue and you work on it, that is very important.
Yeah.
Because I know, girls, we can really do that sometimes. But me, what I do, instead of letting you read my mind, I will act a certain way. If I've been talking, like, I'm really verbally, if I like you, I will talk. Before I even say one word, I've told you stories of how many people. So if I'm plain, I expect you to know.
To notice.
Which is also, which is also like the same thing.
Yeah,
but
like
mostly
reading
I'm
between the lines.
so different in that if you don't ask, I'll be like, you're not asking what is wrong with me. Yeah.
Wow, you're such a good communicator.
Yeah, so I can tell you.
How do you
because
learn
you
to
know
be
why
that?
I do that? I don't want to pass through the same thing again.
Yeah. How do you learn to do that? Like, you just have to do it?
No, it's a selfish thing. Like, it's actually for me. It's for me. I don't want to go through the same thing
I
again.
need to borrow like a bone from you and put it inside me.
It's not, I can't say it's even not easy, but it's something that it just comes to me. Like, I don't want to deal.
It's natural.
I don't want to deal with it anymore. That's why I feel like, actually, if you're mad at me for reasons I don't know, me personally, I always apologize. Then I can ask, what did I do?
What did I do?
Yeah, then you tell me, I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So because I've understood that we don't think the same way,
We don't think the
it could
same
have
way.
actually made you angry and I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
so
read my mind.
Read my
mind.
mind.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is why when he doesn't read your mind, you run to some other people
Yeah,
for
of course.
advice.
Yeah, because I feel like maybe they get me more.
Yeah, they
So,
get you.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be like that. So we learn how to communicate. Eh?
We need to.
Yeah. If we die, we
it was
die.
So, you can't die. No, you actually
Like, let's just
solve a lot
say
of problems.
that is
Trust
very
me.
true. Yeah.
But that is why if I'm talking to you and I feel like you're not okay, I always want to kill that before we go further. I'm like, but are you okay? If you tell me, yeah, I think I'm also somehow like a man somehow, somewhere. If you told me, yes, I'm okay, I'll let you. That means you just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. I don't
That's
want
a
to talk
guide.
about it.
That means you don't want to talk about it. So I'll let you be until you're ready to talk about it. So these ladies, we have a problem. We want to be reminded of, you didn't tell me what was wrong with you yesterday, which the guy has moved on.
I know, yeah.
So, but for you, like, this guy doesn't care about
Don't care
me.
about me.
So you bring back the anger of yesterday.
Yeah.
You guys, it's like a whole college.
And then also,
But it should be easy.
and then also, there's just something I need to point out. When we are seeking advice, or if someone comes to you for advice, and I mean the person narrates to you their problem or whatever challenge they are going through, let's normalize not wanting to first talk about ourselves in that similar aspect. You know how you go to someone and you're like, I have help. Yeah, I need help with this. They're like, Nange, let me tell you, I was also going through that the other time. Can you imagine this person did this happened? Please listen to your friend who has come to you. Like, deal with their issue. Don't start bringing in your problems.
I know, that is why I'm saying if I am passing through the same thing, I'm not the right person to give you advice. And I'm going to say I'm really not the right person.
I think we do that a lot. We do that a
so
lot.
Annoying. I tell you, I'm like, no,
I come to you with a problem and you're like, you know, even me the other day.
That's your situation of which you have already solved.
Yes.
Say, I did this.
Yeah, this happened. I did this. I
But
did
you're
that.
literally adding your problems on mine. It's not okay.
Yeah. I feel like we do that a lot.
When you're asking for advice, when you're giving advice to someone who have come to you, for instance, if someone is married and they want to stay in their relationship for the rest of their lives, make sure you're building, not breaking.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, for real. Because don't rush to the mistakes that you've listened to. Let them bring out the good things that led to that.
True.
And see if there is something you can actually do. And me, if I know that I'm not going to help, I'm just going to let you figure it out.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm not one person who is going to give you advice to break your marriage.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I'm not married, I wouldn't want to be giving you advice because I haven't been in the institution before. I don't know what happens in there. It's a whole different thing. Dating.
Sometimes there's some issues that someone comes to you with.
Okay, there are some you
I feel like I can actually talk to you. Like, you're not there.
And I'm not telling you to leave, but
There's some basic communication. Like, for instance, a woman is complaining about how this guy, let me tell you, just the way Henry talked about it, guys are not going to come crying to you. And you also don't want a cry baby.
No.
Ladies, let us not be confused. We don't want cry babies unless you want him to come crying to you. So when he comes with his issues, they are the best men who want you to read their minds and let them be. You get? Yeah, they don't want sympathy. So you with, what is wrong? You don't want to talk to me. Girls, women will always end up putting it on us. This man doesn't want to talk to you. Meanwhile, he's passing through like a whole lot of. He took like a loan that you don't know about. You don't want to talk to me. Yeah. You have other women.
I think they need a whole different approach.
Yeah, whole different
They need
approach. So when such a
approach
woman
altogether.
comes to you, guess the information they're coming with. So clear. My husband, he comes late every day. He doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Last time I saw a woman calling him, you're like, that one is cheating on me. Now you're even putting ideas in her mind that were not there.
Yeah, things that are actually not happening.
Yeah. Which is not okay. Instead of telling her, give him some time. Have you tried to find out what exactly is wrong with him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Guys, rushing for advice. Huh?
Rushing for advice is not okay. Actually, it's not like
sometimes. Like you've said, first think about it yourself. What do you want to do about the situation? Talk to the other person that has angered you. If it's your man, if it's your parent, if it's your brother or sister. Yeah. I mean, first talk to them and see. And of course, that is where now the communication skills come in.
Yeah.
Which some people need to work on.
Of course. Yeah, we need to work on that. And also, when you're going in a relationship, you can't expect every day to be sunshine and rainbows.
Even without a relationship, it's every day sunshine and
rainbows. Even in your own
even
life,
you
like,
as you, it's every day, every day.
Yeah. So when someone is, like, for instance, if I want a day off from everything, I mean, you letting me have that is not too much.
They off in a relationship.
No, I'm not saying that I'm asking for like you to stay away from me. Like, I'm not
staying away from you, but first let me breathe. Let me be alone for a
I'm
day.
not saying. No, of course, a sensitive person will not tell you like that. But me, I've done it before. Like, I can tell you, I'm really feeling low. I feel like. So this is what it also depends on the person you're with.
Of course.
If I tell you I'm really feeling low, I feel like I need to sit somewhere alone, and I'm literally telling you to leave me alone, but in a
polite way.
So the person will let you be and check on you later. Are you okay? Did you go? Did you feel better? Things like that.
Yeah.
So someone who thinks you're now dating someone else will come to Henry and be like, can you imagine this guy? So he's now telling me. Actually, he's not going to Henry. Will come to you, a fellow girl who doesn't understand, and guys need space. Come and be like,
guys love their space.
They do.
Guys love
they
their
actually
space.
do. Yeah, even us who
once you master that, once you master that, then he will be the perfect guy for you.
Do.
Yeah. Oh, that I'm so good at. I'm so good at giving space.
They don't want too much space, Claire. They don't want too much space.
Oh, we can define the space. I am so good at giving space as in when you need it.
When do you know they need the space?
I can see the way he's behaving and the way he's been conducting himself. I'm like, I think he needs to breathe. Like, he needs to be away from me. I understand that because I'm the queen of space. So I'm the queen of space, so I totally understand.
I can also
whatever
give you some space.
Some.
But when I'm around, I so suffocate people.
You have space, but we create space for ourselves.
You create space.
If I want space, then I won't.
You won't come. Yeah,
I won't come
exactly.
here and then ask for space.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. When you come, just be ready.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, so when he's around, he doesn't want space.
Yeah, when he's around, he doesn't want space.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I know. Every day is a lesson.
I mean, instead of going for fake advice, just watch the remedy.
I know.
What are you doing?
Oh, guys, it's been lovely. It's been beautiful.
Oh, we're finishing.
Learn.
Yeah.
Learn who you're getting advice from, what advice you're getting. First, talk to the people who you think have wronged you.
Yeah, talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself. And if you go out to get advice, please sieve and pick the best or whatever works for you in that situation that you're in, and we'll live happy lives. So it's been Jenny and Claire on The Remedy. Keep watching AYouth.TV. Till next time, bye.
Bye.
You're watching AYouth.TV, empowering you.